I don't care about tomorrow, 'cause I know everything is gonna be right now. Everything is gonna be right. I don't care about tomorrow.
And welcome to another episode of
It's About China.
And with your host, Pete.
And Andy.
And we are broadcasting from the New York Cafe in the Doumen district of Zhuhai, Guangdong.
I'm glad you mentioned Guangdong.
Always got to mention Guangdong, China.
PRC.
PRC. And
the world.
We are sitting outside.
In a very balmy,
sweltering night.
Well, I would call it balmy.
It's definitely balmy. It's
beautiful dog walking past.
Dog. It is a cute dog.
Very cute dog.
Anyway, we're sitting outside. What's the temperature outside?
Currently about 29 degrees.
29. We had about 2 weeks of spring.
I don't think we've had spring yet.
Sort of spring.
Well, didn't it go from really blooming cold to very humid immediately?
It went to very humid, and then there was like a 2-day, 3-day of comfortable
I must have been asleep.
Spring weather.
I must have been asleep.
And now we are plunged right into
basically full summer.
Like summer.
It's damn hot.
It was like, hold an egg in your hand and watch it become a hard-boiled egg type of day.
Or fry one on a car either way.
So it's been one of those crazy days, and school is winding down for me, so I'm thinking, I should exercise, and of course I'm getting even more becoming more of a procrastinator in the sense of just going outside and saying, no way, it's just too hot. Or, hey, why don't I just stand outside for a half an hour and just let it,
Sweat yourself off, basically.
You're drenched right away. I mean, I'm
starting to get that way already, and we've only been sitting outside for 2 minutes.
I know. Well, we had a bunch of people before just watching me set up, and, we explained what kind of show it is, and then, of course, they were like, oh, you mean you may talk to us? Oh, okay. Then they ran away.
Oh, is that the reason why they left so quickly? Yes,
because who knows? Some of them looked kind of strange. So, they may be wanted in other parts of the province, but they obviously didn't want to talk to us.
I think you've got a strange man in the cafe already.
We have a strange man who's watching us in the cafe tonight. Yes, he's very strange. Either he is waiting for a big party because he reserved the top room.
Oh, he reserved it. Oh, no,
or he wanted to go. He specifically wanted to sit up there. Yeah, and we're watching him now, and
I'm not sure whether he's kind of like government or
no,
he's wearing a bit of bling.
Yeah, he's not government. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. And if he's government, we talk to him.
I would love to.
We
have many questions.
We have no problems talking to the government people.
No fear.
Because I'm a government worker.
Yes, you are. Technically, legally as well.
Legally, I am a government worker here in China. So it's,
How's that working out for you?
Oh, wonderful. It's a wonderful experience.
So how many weeks holiday do you get a year?
I will get, 2 months off with school. Yeah,
2 months.
And then 2.5 months.
And then obviously a few days
Then
off.
I get a month off for Chinese New Year. And it's kind of cool.
So basically you work about 6 months of the year.
I work about 6 to 8 months out of the year, yes. But, you work hard.
Yeah.
You do. You work
sure.
hard,
Yeah. I believe you.
You're working for the people. And I'm not just saying that sarcastically,
Well, it sounded very sarcastic at the time.
I'm joking. I mean, no, I really do. You know me better than
that. You do lesson plans, I agree.
I do really try to work hard for my kids, and I really do try to give them encouragement and follow the rules that are told to me here and try to make them better citizens of this country.
Yes, you do.
I do my best.
Yes.
They don't listen to me.
No.
They think it's even crazier from a foreigner listening to, why are you telling us to stay in China and do good things for China? Why are you telling us this? I was like, don't you want us to, isn't it better on the outside world? I'm like, no, it's not better on the outside world.
Not by much.
It's more expensive.
Yeah, well, when you start equating the RMB into, for example, pounds, then they're like, how much?
Yeah. Ooh, speaking of how much.
Okay.
The show is on Tudo here in China and YouTube in the United States. And, we're not getting as much of a response in the States yet as opposed to in China here.
Or the rest of the world, to be honest.
Well, I mean, if YouTube's considered the rest of the world, thank you all 35 people that listen to the show. But in China, though, we're averaging about 250
we are,
and more per episode now.
We are, and thank you for those people that are actually taking the time to basically listen.
But we have a couple. Well, we have a couple of things. We have a person in America who wrote into us.
Really?
Yes.
No.
And
so it could be our first question.
Yes, this is Dan from America.
Oh, Dan. Hi. Thank you, Dan.
Dan in America, who listened to one of our other shows where we were drinking wine with our friend Terrence.
Oh, yeah.
And he had an interesting question about wine in China.
Oh, wine in China. Oh, here we go.
Well, it's not an interesting question, but it's a curiosity question. How much is a bottle of wine in China these days?
Ooh.
And then I was thinking, well, we could talk about prices of wine in China, but then we should also talk about how they drink wine in China here. When we talk about wine, we're not talking about the baijiu.
We're talking
not the stuff they use in surgeries. We're going to be talking about like red wine and white wine.
Well, in the Chinese, it would be Hongzhou. So
Hongzhou.
Yeah. How much is a bottle of red wine? Well, you can have.
Let's start with the Should we start with the what the imported stuff would be, or go right to the local stuff?
Well, I think we should probably start with the local stuff.
Okay.
Like Great Wall.
I was going to say, let's start with the
Great Wall.
The Great
wine.
Wall, which I could equate
the GWW.
I could equate the Great Wall to, let's say, what kind of American wine, like Gallo. I don't know.
No.
Do you know Gallo?
Yes,
but it's like a mass-produced.
Yeah, but the Great Wall is worse than that.
Well, I haven't really ventured into trying many bottles of Great Wall.
I've had about a dozen in my time.
Okay, you've had far more than me.
And to be perfectly honest, they're rubbish.
Well,
they're absolutely awful.
I mean, the whole idea of the name really kind of freaks me out because, like, when I think of the Great Wall, I'm obviously not thinking about wine.
Of course not.
And it's obviously not wine country up there.
No.
It's definitely not wine terrain up there. Actually, we're probably more suited to be climate-wise.
Which is surprising why they haven't produced a good wine here yet.
Yeah, but,
or we haven't got the money to pay for it. Maybe it's a hidden secret.
Again, there's the climate here where we are in Zhuhai is almost subtropical. It is subtropical, isn't it?
I'm not really an expert now about the grape.
No. But it feels like Puerto Rico. I mean, that's the best way I could equate it to, like the states like Florida, Orlando, Miami, hot and sticky, And
so what grape grows well in that kind of weather?
Well, yeah, it's true. Okay, so maybe I'm thinking wrong, but I'm thinking like,
I always think Great Wall is perfect for stripping varnish off wood.
Is it that bad?
Well, it feels like it when it goes down the back of your throat. It's quite surprising because there's been a lot of European influence here in China.
Okay.
And,
come on.
Especially where we are in Zhuhai, the German influence is quite huge, especially with like Qingdao the beer, because basically Germans started producing Qingdao before the Chinese took it over.
Yes.
We have a special guest,
and we have a real special guest today.
A VVIP.
I mean, are you going to join this in on this conversation until it gets busy again?
Maybe, but this really cheap headphone is like putting my ear.
How's that? How's that?
Too loud?
Too loud?
No, I can't hear myself.
Oh,
how's that? Better?
She's in the wrong track.
A little bit better. Yeah. It's much better.
Much better.
Yes.
Hi, darling.
Well,
hi, honey.
Okay. Her first appearance on the show, out of the kitchen, away from the rafters. This is my wife.
Hi, honey.
Hi, lovey.
Hi,
this is
honey,
my wife,
number
Janet.
two.
Hi, darling.
This is my wife, Janet, and for clarification, I am the first husband.
And I get...
And Andy is the
number two status.
The number two status.
Now, if you listen to the first show, that actually meant... Oh, actually, it's not the first show. If you have listened at some point, it does actually mean basically I get all the grief, but none of the sex.
Lucky you.
Well, we were having a little conversation about wine. And we were talking about, like, because we actually had a person write into the show. People listen to this show, honey.
Ooh.
Dan from America.
Hi, Dan from
again.
America.
He actually wrote a bona fide question.
About?
Wine.
What about wine?
He wanted to know the price of wine in China.
It's expensive.
Well, imported wine is.
Well, not really, if you know where to find it.
Well,
No. Hold on.
Okay.
Sorry, we're going to...
Wait.
Go on.
You're talking about a $60 RMB wine, or are you talking about
no, there's
wait.
a whole range of wine prices.
For example, Rawson's Retreat.
Okay, good wine.
Which is Penfold.
Penfold.
Okay.
Good wine.
It is on Taobao, 60 RMB a bottle.
Yeah.
All right, and it's the genuine article. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's the same price as you would pay for it in the UK. Well, you did when the last time you was there.
Okay. Wine's a little cheaper in the U.S., I think.
Yeah.
For similar bottles.
It depends what type.
Yeah,
what
it's a
type,
type, the vintage.
But I can go to Trader Joe and get for a bottle for $3.99.
Was that $3.99 RMB or $3.99
no,
US
US dollar.
US dollars, like
Let's say it's $4
like,
bucks. So
that's 24.
24. So let's say 25.
24 like RMB,
Yes.
25 RMB.
What?
And
It's actually
it's like really good.
it's really good wine.
California wine.
Yeah,
24
California, right?
RMB for a Californian
Yeah,
wine?
it's like
Yeah,
$3.99
but that's in
or
America.
Oh, in America.
Yeah.
I was thinking you'd buy
here
that
that
in
wine
China.
would be ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
So, but the one thing that's interesting, we could talk briefly about wine culture here. People with wine. Most Chinese people, when you tell them that you buy wine from Taobao, they're like, oh, I don't trust it. They trust their wine stores.
Yes, they do.
And the wine stores, like, triple charge them for wine.
Well, and they seem to carry a huge amount of Portuguese wine,
A lot of Portuguese wine.
which is actually...
No, Portuguese wine's not bad.
I kind
is
of...
it Portuguese? What's that called? Chile.
Chilean.
Is it Chile?
Chilean?
No,
Not
it's
much Chilean.
Portuguese.
A lot
No,
of Portugal.
a lot of
Portuguese wine.
And I don't understand, because Portuguese wine is almost the same as Greek wine.
Not even close.
No, definitely. What are we doing?
What are you doing?
Oh,
What is that?
we are doing a talk show. Show.
Which we'll post on Tudo.
We post on Tudo, yeah. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Curiosity we love.
No. We like curiosity, and we love when the Chinese interrupt. So
Yes, we do. Yeah.
which they like to do, which is cool. Okay, so back to
Portuguese wine.
Portuguese wine,
It's
which
awful.
is no. I've had some good Portuguese wine.
No. The thing about Portuguese wine is port.
What?
Port. P-O-R-T. This very, very sweet, heavy wine.
I haven't had. I've had some nice reds. And,
No. You've had some port at my place.
No, ports. I've had ports
they're
at your place, but you were
different.
talking about Portuguese wine.
Yeah,
No.
well, because port is from Portugal.
Really?
That's why it's called port.
Really?
Really?
Originally port,
See, this-
and still is, if the best port in the world, is
It's
still from Portugal.
Portuguese.
Okay.
Portugal. Really? I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
See,
it
we
is.
learned
Yes.
something new today. Well,
In fact, one of the most nicest bottles I've ever drunk is called Fonseca, which is a Portuguese name. It's also very, very expensive.
But I always find that Chinese, how they evaluate wine, is not on taste.
No, isn't it about price?
It's always about price.
So, to impress your friends, you buy the most expensive
You
bottle
buy
you
the
can
most
afford.
expensive wine.
Yes, that's
And,
right.
and the funny thing is, the stores know to play into this, and they put these ridiculous prices on wine. Like our friend Zhuhai, who has a tea shop, liquor store. He has like a bottle of wine that costs like what, $12 in the U.S. and he's like charging like 150 RMB for this thing.
That's ridiculous.
And he sells it.
Yeah, but the markup.
Well, how much is $150 RMB?
150 RMB?
It's not that much. It's like 30, less than 30.
It's
$30. The wine costs like what? Like $10 in the U.S.
Well,
or
you have
something?
to understand, you have to pay for the custom fee and all kind of shit fee,
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think it's worth after you get all the markups.
She has a point.
She has a
Oh,
point.
you know what? Maybe it's not. Maybe sometimes they bottle.
No, it was a yellowtail. If I remember, it was a yellowtail from Australia.
No, that's cheap here.
No, but he's charging a fortune in his shop for
150.
it.
In Vanguard, you can buy a yellowtail for 128.
Oh, okay, that's about the same
That's not
price.
so bad.
Still, in the States, it's a
Well,
very
a yellowtail in
affordable-
the UK, to my knowledge, I haven't been back for a long time, is about 70 RMB.
Yeah, so that would
Yellowtail,
be
South
like
Africa.
It's like less
no,
than,
it's South
less-
African or
so-
Australia.
I think
Yeah,
it's
so it's
South
like
African.
less
South
than
African, I think.
20.
like 10, $12.
Yeah,
Yeah,
similar,
yeah.
similar price
yeah,
to the
yeah,
UK.
yeah,
Yeah,
It's a really affordable wine.
Yeah.
But I mean, we had a night one night with our dentist, Dr. Wong, who maybe one day we'll have him and his wife on the program.
That would be wonderful.
Yes, Kate. That would definitely be a trip. His wife is Katie. But we brought our own wine, and then he brought his wine, and we had this nice steak
Like
dinner and
a
everything
wine
like that.
taste-off.
And then we did a wine tasting thing, and he's tasting the wine, and he's like, this is really good. And then all he kept on asking was the price.
Yeah.
And we said, no. Do you like it?
I remember this guy.
And he had the most difficult time
to accept.
to accept it because he really was enjoying it, but he was like,
Couldn't get his mind around the price.
he just was like, I will enjoy it even more if I know what the price is for
if
this
it's
wine.
costs 500 RMB.
And then and then we revealed how much the wine was, which was far less than the wine
I
that
think
he
it
brought.
was about $70.
Yeah, yeah.
Something.
And
70
he,
70 RMB.
and he
sorry.
was struggling.
Yeah.
To try to like
that must be
admit-
fake.
yeah. That's what he said. It must be fake. I said, well, if it was fake, you really enjoyed it.
There we go.
And he just it was like his brain was having some kind of not mild aneurysm of.
Well, I think it was a major one, to be honest.
Yeah. He couldn't comprehend because he's very into his wine, but he's very into his wine price,
yeah.
and he loves to talk about his wine price.
He's not short of a few pennies, Dr. Wong, is he?
No. I mean, he does okay for himself, but it just really struck me that whole evening of him like.
Well, I think I have a strategy for the next time we do this.
What's that?
I think we should just lie about the price.
But then again, we should. I will tell you that I do know some people who switch the wine.
Okay.
And they serve wine, and they'll tell you that it's a really expensive wine,
And it's not really.
and it's a great wall.
Oh, it's a great wine.
It's a great wall.
Oh, great wine. Oh,
They'll
yeah, but
put
that's
the
so
great
easy to
wall. They'll
tell.
put the great wall in another bottle, and they'll just.
Yeah, again, once you've been here and
Because
tasted...
they have this like really nice expensive bottle of wine for a while there, and then they want to they don't want to just keep on buying it, so they'll just re-pour it with a great wall.
repot it.
Who is that?
I'm not going to disclose.
Yeah,
names.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I am not going to disclose names, but I caught.
I just want to make sure I don't go there for dinner.
No,
or like-
I caught.
Please tell me it's not Tony's steak.
I caught on to it because I'm noticing it's he didn't. He just pulled the cork out, like it was already uncorked when he brought it in.
So this.
Well, that
there's
wine
no-
will no longer be any good,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
if
No,
you serve
because
it.
he just freshly poured it into the bottle and put a cork in, and he brought it to this dinner and he opened it up and he poured.
But even after a while, that would vinegarize a bit.
No, I'm sure he filled it up like the hour or half hour before he came to the dinner.
Okay.
And then I looked at him, and go, "This is not." I said, "This is a," and he's like, "It's a great wall." It's
Oh, I think I know.
anyway,
Shh.
anyway, no. Anyway, so some people do tricks here, and
I know Janet's, one of Janet's favourite wine.
what is one of Janet's favorites? One
Blue Nun.
Blue Nun,
Moon.
Blue Moon. No, Blue Moon's a
it's
beer.
Blue Nun.
No, not Blue Nun. It's a Liefrau milk.
Yeah, the German.
German one. Liefrau milk.
But I also like the Blue Moon.
Blue Nun.
No, this one called. No, it's not Blue Moon. It's called Honeymoon. This one called
Honeymoon.
Honeymoon.
Oh.
From Trader Joe. It's actually really good.
Yeah? There you go. Wine recommendation, ladies and
You're
gentlemen.
gonna have like Trader Joe dreams tonight, aren't you? You haven't
She'll
thought-
wake up in the morning.
I haven't heard you mention Trader Joe's
Or
like
Whole
in 4
Foods.
years or Whole Foods. And
She'll wake up in the morning and go,
Don't let me cry. I miss my Trader Joe.
Do you really miss Trader Joe's?
I do miss Trader Joe and Whole Food.
Okay, well,
Actually, more Whole Food than Trader Joe, though.
okay, well,
we're talking New York
Okay,
stores,
wait.
New York places,
Yeah.
which are?
I mean, there's...
no. Well, let's talk about things you really miss about home. We've been living. Okay, Jen and I have been living in China now for 4 years. 4 years.
Things that I really miss about home.
What do you miss? I mean, right now, let me just.
I actually, look, I'm just looking at the screen. I miss the people, different color of people.
Oh yeah, like in the cafe, we play video
Yeah.
loops of
New York
high
City.
definition New York City scenes, and area. You know, we use drone footage and like street walking footage.
I miss the
We have people walking here.
what people?
Everyone seems to have
I'm talking
parked.
about the Chinese people.
Oh.
There are Chinese. We see Chinese people walking the streets.
No, not like that. Jesus. I'm talking about like mix.
Are you talking about creeds and colours?
Creative colors.
Yeah, look at that. It's
They-
beautiful.
you know, you realize this is a show
There's
with
black,
listening,
there's
and you're
yellow,
saying,
there's
look
white,
at that.
I'm sorry, Joe.
So she's looking at a big screen.
I'm watching I'm
you
looking
should-
at a huge screen and watching New York City.
Yeah. And you miss the people with
I miss,
colorful clothes.
Yeah, colorful clothes.
With shirts with
I have to
spelled
run. Bye.
correctly.
Okay,
so
talk
people
to
are
you
coming in.
soon.
That was a little guest appearance from Janet.
We'll have more from her in future shows.
And she's obviously customers are coming in, so now she has to start cooking for them. So
Yeah.
it's good. Yeah, we're getting our 10 o'clock
Rush, basically.
rush coming in, so that's cool. Okay, we're talking about wine. I realized this was a really bad idea to do the show out here.
Are you starting to feel the heat?
No, I mean starting to.
The heat is on.
No, but I'm realizing we're talking very mellow and slow. We don't want to exert too much energy because, like, I feel like I'm going to be passing out.
I've got a two-tone shirt.
So this could be an excellent show for the kids at school because your teacher's talking at a normal speed, or let's say this, a speed that you can understand.
Very robotic.
Which I do get. I have had kids comment on the show at school. The one comment that kind of like upsets me the most is how can I talk like Andy? I think the way he talks is really
Why
cool.
would that upset you?
Well, apparently
I
they like your
I
accent.
feel very humble.
They like your accent more than mine.
Because China is a kind of becoming Americanized.
Again, I ask him, what is it about his accent that sounds...
Dying breed?
No. They think... Well, one kid was like, well, it sounds cool. But another kid was like, it sounds more formal. And it sounds more correct, which really freaked me out. It sounds more correct.
No. That particular child, or student, I should say, is perfectly correct in his
the
statement.
English sounds more correct.
It is correct. I'm sorry, I'm talking to my very, very good friend, my brother here, okay? And the number of times we have a dispute about Americanism and Anglicism in regards to oregano,
You mean oregano?
basil,
Basil?
just two for an example, okay?
Do you say mozzarella?
We do say mozzarella.
Oh, God. Well, again,
very similar.
Most of the country says mozzarella in America.
Mhm.
But in New York City, the Italians, the Guineas, will say mozzarella.
Mozzarella. Okay. Well, obviously with the Italian accent, yeah.
You know, but that's just how you say the word, mozzarella. You don't say it any other way.
Yeah, but you've ruined the language, so that's all I'm going to say.
Okay. So
It just, I'm fighting a big losing battle here.
okay.
You know.
So what things do you want to talk about? We're coming up to 7 minutes to the half hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Has it gone that quick again?
I'm telling you, the heat's killing.
Oh my
us.
God! You sure that thing's not broken?
No, this is like the
You have pressed the record button this time,
This
yeah?
is the mellow episode.
The mellow episode.
Well, again,
Oh.
this is. I don't know if we call this a mellow episode, but it's definitely the heat is affecting the dynamics of. I mean, we're still funny, but I feel like we're definitely. Again, I'm not drinking, so that also helps too.
Well, for you, I'm having.
Why am I not drinking?
I don't understand.
That's a question. Oh, the bar is busy. That's why I'm not drinking. That's right. I didn't eat dinner tonight either. My wife was
No,
right here.
No, I say we didn't eat dinner
We
tonight.
didn't eat dinner because we're saying, "Oh, Janet's been busy. She comes out here. We talk about wine."
Didn't she get her dinner?
I used her for wine instead of just sending
Talking
her
about
back in the
food.
kitchen to make me food. Oh,
You idiot!
and now I just blew an opportunity because
Yeah,
now
'cause now she's gonna be gone for
back
another
in the-
hour, and
back
then
in the kitchen.
So now it's going to become a midnight snack.
Oh, so I'm not eating tonight. Oh, I'm not drinking tonight. Oh, this was.
And you're
And
now
I'm
starting
sitting
to sweat.
and I'm sitting in the heat.
Bad luck comes in threes.
Okay, so let's see. What did you want to talk about this week? I just wanted to bring up the Dan's question about wine, which we talked about a little bit, and the kids
have we answered that question fully yet, or did we kind of skirt around it?
My vision for we should do a wine episode where we actually do taste tests of.
Well, we know a place. You told me about a place, yes.
Well, that's the wine. Yeah, there's a wine shop in town.
So we could do a show from there.
We could do a show. I know
they won't mind. I'm sure.
No, they owe me. I let the one girl who's a model do a modeling shoot.
That's
here
right.
one
Yes,
night.
yes.
So she owes me.
Oh.
If you're on Facebook, you can see those pictures of the ugly man next to.
But if you're on WeChat, you can definitely see
the attractive Chinese girl. Which I realize as I get older, man, am I getting ugly. Well, at least standing next to very attractive women, I'm looking more and more ugly.
Do you not find things are starting to droop?
Everything's drooping. But yeah.
I've been riding my bike for a week, and I've started to firm up just a little bit, yeah? But I still feel like things like my boobs, I just don't seem to... It's going to take a few months to kind of get the man shape instead of the female shape.
Yes. Oh, and since our last episode,
yeah,
kids have no problem screaming, "Pete, you're a B cup" in class. and I'm like,
I'm still an A cup. I think.
Well, I mean, I think it was either in the last episode or an episode before that. I accidentally wore a shirt of my wife's to class.
You did say yes,
and the kids were having a field day with that. And yeah, there's a joke. I'm a B cup. I said, "Oh, thank you." But they're like, "But you're a real B."
Firm B or soft?
No. Well, actually, I should.
Because it was a tight T-shirt.
No.
Did it firm it up a little bit?
It's really funny because yes, it was this. I am in a school. I am in the school play. I play the Italian gangster who kills the Chinese mafia. I swear to God, that's.
The Chinese wrote this, not Pete.
Yeah,
Pete
I didn't write this.
this.
It's like. Why am I the Italian mafia? Well, because you look like that guy from that TV show with the Italian family.
The Sopranos. Yeah, that's the
one. I was
one.
like, oh, good, thank you. And, of course, I'm speaking Chinese in this thing, and, of course, my Chinese is awful in it. And I forgot what I say. I say something. I can't remember my line.
That doesn't matter.
No, because I'll have the kid, tell it to me, 5 seconds before the scene, and then I'll just...
You just do it.
Do it. But... Well, there's the one scene where the guy has some kind of fight, and somehow, as whatever Tony Soprano character I'm playing, I know kung fu or a little kung fu.
As an Italian, you know kung fu?
Yeah, which it doesn't make sense, but they have to have kung fu in this scene where I'm shooting, and then somehow I run out of bullets, and I start doing kung fu with this kid, and we're doing this coordinated kung fu thing, and the kid one point dives into me, and he grabs my boobs, and he goes. Ooh, and he
didn't squeeze him, surely.
Squeeze, and he goes, ooh. I'm like, really, dude? He goes, I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm his first boob feel.
Do you really want that on your list of things?
No. I'm not, it's not on my list of things. It's unfortunately on this poor kid's list of things.
Well, no. Maybe it's
now he has to make a comparison to every girl.
No. Maybe it's on his nightmare list.
No, again, he looked kind of happy with what he felt. I'm just saying. He's now going to be disappointed now.
I'm kind of gobsmacked by that particular statement.
Think about it. I mean, I'm going to think about it.
No, I don't want to think about it at all.
I am probably more, I would say more endowed, but I'm sure I am a proper bee as opposed to a stuffed bee in this country. And the poor guy actually is going to be using my breasts as a reference for his whole future.
Pete, I'm going to drag it back a little bit. The last thing I want to think about when I go to bed tonight to sleep is your breasts. All right? That's the last thing I really want to think about.
No, that's...
And whether or not they're actually firm or
I don't,
droopy or
I'm
whatever.
Not asking
Again,
you, am I asking you to even touch them?
No, but it's not that. Now the picture's in my head. That's the last thing I really want to think about.
The kid fell on top of me. He grabbed them and he just was like, oh. And I was just like, my God, I made this kid's day. I was like, oh my God, he had the biggest grin on his face, even though, obviously, I don't know. I don't know if he had any. I didn't want to go into any type of reference. I mean, it was funny. He made a joke, and we all laughed. The kids laughed in the room.
Were you wearing that tight T-shirt?
No. He just dived on me, and somehow that's where his hands ended up, and it was just a really funny. I laughed hysterically, and the girls in the room were all embarrassed and stuff like that.
I have a very horrible picture in my head.
Yeah. So And the thing that freaks me out now, this play is supposedly next week. They're constantly rescheduling it. Thank God. I'm praying for a typhoon because it's like an outdoor.
So cancelled.
I hope so. Yeah, it's been canceled twice so far. So I'm hoping that like it never happens. But if the kid has the fight scene with me and he lands on me accidentally again, like in the scene, which is bound to happen because hell, I don't remember.
Wait. Are you going to encourage him to squeeze your boobs again?
No. But there will be a fake crotch kick to me.
Okay. Fake crotch kick.
So far the fake crotch kick to me and I go down has worked. The fake one, I am so nervous that these kids are going to get really nervous during the show that I am actually really going to
get a proper kick.
Yeah, I'm going to probably get kicked.
But it would add authenticity to the
yes
to the show.
Yes, if I'm thinking of really like this is my opportunity to really screw with the kids. Like, you know, I'm supposed to be down for a couple seconds and then I'm supposed to like say something in a high voice as a joke and then like, you know, run off the scene. I'm thinking, do I lay down there for like a second or two longer?
Well, no,
like you lay there dead. You don't move.
Well, you don't know. That's the point. No,
yeah.
Because if it's a proper crotch kick, you don't lay still, do you?
No. What I'm saying is, you know, you go down, you grab your thing, whatever.
And the pain shoots both sides of the stomach.
Yeah, and I haven't been kicked in the crotch that many times. I don't really remember.
Kids here in China have punched me in the crotch 8 times.
Well, because all your kids are about that height.
I've had one kid actually do a kung fu punch
what
to
I mean
my
is,
crotch.
like, Andy teaches kindergarten and little children, so like all his kids are.
I've actually had a kid do a kung fu punch to my crotch, and the teacher, the Chinese teacher, just laughed as I was rolling around the grass and getting dirty and screaming in very polite agony. It was awful.
Nice.
It was truly awful.
Nice.
And then she didn't do anything, and I was just.
Okay, so we're bouncing between various subjects, and I always have to remind myself to ask you, what do you want to talk about?
What other news have I got? I rode Kira a long way the other day.
Kira's his bike,
and got my first puncture.
Which I don't know how you did that.
Neither do I.
Yeah,
because if I find the offending piece of equipment, I shall kill it.
Well, okay. Why you're killing rocks?
Yeah, basically.
And glass on the road.
Basically, yeah.
I mean, I have a similar bike with similar, you know, knobby
setup,
knobby tires, thick rubber knobby tires for street riding. Well, I've had it for 4 years. Never punctured a tire, and I've gone over glass. I've gone over rocks. I've gone over.
I had mine less than 24
nails.
hours. Oh, just over 24 hours. Actually, to be perfectly honest, 27 hours. And I got a puncture.
I've never had a puncture.
Then I had the long walk home from Doumen to Jing'an, which is about... How many kilometres is this? 15 to 20?
Yeah, about 15.
Right. Bloody long walk.
Yes.
Especially when you've cycled for an hour and 10 minutes to get somewhere and you're 15 minutes away. And then the front tyre goes flat. And then you call your friend, you know, your really good friend, you know, the one, your brother. And he is like, I don't know where you can go.
Yeah, well, you're in the middle of nowhere.
I was 15 minutes away from your home.
No,
so
but the only other bike shop I know, which sells bikes, I don't know if they repair bikes.
What they would do if they sell them. No.
Yeah? No, not this one.
Is it a local store for local people?
It's a local store for local people.
Oh, okay.
You know, Ken bought his, my brother-in-law bought his bike from them. And that bike lasted not even 5 months. Oh. It was he paid 600 RMB for a bike. That, on the first day, looked exactly like your bike. You know, like a it looked really nice and shiny.
600 RMB for a bike.
It's about $100 US.
I was going to say, I wouldn't expect that to last 5 months either.
And like the gear shifter like snapped within like 2 months. You know, just like everything was just disintegrating as soon as like he started riding that bike outside. And he just didn't care. It was like rusting out. It was a disposable bike.
Well, the good news was when I took it in to get the puncture fixed, it only cost 5 RMB.
Yeah.
Well, I was more than impressed. Because it was at least a 10-minute job. I was very impressed. But I have one or two little complaints about
Now,
the
did they
bike.
replace the tire, or they just changed the tube
No,
on the inside?
no. They fixed the tube on the inside.
Interesting.
Did some shaving and some gluing and that kind of thing, and patched it.
Interesting.
But I do have one or two little complaints about the bike. As much as I love Kira, I do love her very much. The handlebars are a funny shape.
I love the handlebars on your bike.
They're tapered.
Yeah, I know.
Well, nothing holds on it. My light, for example,
Right.
as I've been riding along for the past few nights, just seems to come loose every time you go over a bump.
They didn't put any reinforcement underneath it.
No,
okay.
didn't.
They
So-
did that on mine.
Well, okay. Well, you
I
were
mean, we
lucky.
bought our bikes in the same place.
Well, I've basically found the smallest part of the taper and made sure it damn well fits. And
Yeah,
stays.
that's all you have to do. There's this little rubber thing you could buy.
Yeah.
Tighten around
I
it.
can either use that or cardboard or even a piece of wood.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I am very happy with my purchase.
Okay.
And that's my story for not the week, because that was just one of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm loving Kira.
You're loving your bike.
I am loving my bike.
Okay. And have you lost any weight?
About 2 kgs.
Really?
But I think mainly that's possibly water. Now, it doesn't mean whether I'm peeing a lot more or not.
Mm-hmm.
I have noticed, because I haven't got the right shorts,
Mm-hmm.
it is affecting certain areas of my body. It's very uncomfortable sometimes to ride.
Mm-hmm.
But shorts will come, and I shall be very happy.
Okay. You're getting the whole spandex tight thing?
I'm going to go spandex. And with my stomach, it will look beautiful.
I'm not into the whole... I mean, Chinese people, when they ride their bikes, they get all decked out.
They do. They
go
full Monty.
Full Monty.
Yep.
With, the uniform black, spandex thing. And when they go with their friends, they all wear the same...
It's like a
uniform.
bike club, but it's an unofficial bike club.
They have unofficial bike clubs, and
Yeah.
everybody wears the same helmet color. They have multiple helmets and multiple. Because I see pictures on their WeChat moments and stuff like that. They change. They all synchronize in the same thing, and they do their little bike club thing. And
Well, I'm thinking about creating my own.
I joined friends in Zhuhai once on a bike ride. They're all like, they're like, okay, we all wear black, and we wear black. So I wore black shorts.
And a black t-shirt.
And a black t-shirt, and I put my black spandex underneath my little trunks here, and they were looking at me like, well, where's your? I said, no, I'm going to wear my big blousey, Bob Marley t-shirt, and I'm just going to ride around town, and where's your helmet? I said, nah, I don't need a helmet. Screw this,
You rode without a helmet?
I rode without a helmet that day.
Cool.
We were just going up and down like Lovers Road and stuff like that along the coastline.
Yeah, not much.
And they were just like, well, stay in the back. I said, don't worry, I will be in the back. You guys are going to be much faster than me. There's just no way in hell that I'm going to be catching up with you. And and I borrowed a friend's bike, and he had all the proper cleats type things. And I just wasn't. I didn't have the shoes.
Actually, that kind of scares me a little bit, because I've fallen so much in love with my bike. I'm worried I'm not going to buy the full spandex kind of outfit or anything else like that. That's just, I think, gay. But
No, it's not gay if you're serious and in shape and you look good. Those guys looked great. They were all thin.
I agree.
I would look like a total ass.
No, I agree. But I am thinking about really kitting myself, the Kira out properly, and doing it the right, so that actually it helps me lose weight, become kind of anally retentive in a way.
My first 2 years, I lost a lot of weight biking here because I was just doing a lot of exploring, riding around.
Yeah.
Again, there's two ways you could lose a lot of weight. Sometimes I would, if I got up early in the morning and it was still melting hot, even before the sun was up, I would wear a sweatsuit.
Ooh.
And I would just sweat everything out.
So,
sweat everything out.
That's a good detox.
To a point where I was almost near passing out on the way back home. No, I would seriously do that. I would just sweat and you get properly like you're in a pool type of wet. And when I would get close to home, then I would just shower up and then go to school. And then it's just pretty much just sweat it out. Just sweat it out. And just
So what about you this week? What has been new with you this week?
Nothing.
Really?
School. It's just been school.
We had weather-wise, we had a major storm this week.
Why are we giving the weather report?
We're not. I'm just telling you something that happened on Tuesday afternoon for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Excuse me. For 2 hours on Tuesday, it rained cats and dogs.
Yes, it did.
And I saw something quite amusing.
What?
I was in a car coming back from Shaanxi in Zhongshan, and it'd been raining for about an hour, just about an hour and 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. We passed this bus stop, and there are two people standing on the small seats on the bus stop. Mm-hmm. And the water is slowly rising, and they are looking at each other, because we're driving very slowly, and all that I can see them thinking about is, we can't go any fucking higher. We are going to get wet. And they had their trousers up to their knees, their shoes off, and the water was still rising. It was a wondrous journey.
Sounds like a typical rainy day.
It was wonderful.
Sounds like a typical rainy day here. Okay. Well...
How far are we into the show now?
We're about to end the show.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't care about tomorrow.
Okay, so we learned our lesson today that we are not going to do shows in the sweltering heat.
Well, at least we're not without some kind of, how can we say, fanage.
Yes. And this will be a good show for my students. This may be my lesson for the next 2 weeks, where the students are going to have to retell the stories that they've heard on the program this week. But anyway, it's been great to be here for another episode of It's About China. I'm Pete.
And I'm Andy, and I really appreciate your listening to the show. So thank you very much.
We'll see you real soon.
Bye-bye.